Let's take a look around the Baku City Circuit here in Azerbaijan. 3.730 miles, 20 turns in total, the longest straight in the history of Formula One. It's fast, it's challenging, the drivers love it. Get a good run all the way down the back straight away, already at max RPM as you cross the control line down towards turn number 1. Hit the brakes, drop all the way down, third gear corner, tight right left as you go straight down. 90-degree corners straight up as well for you as you come through turn 2. Now it's the first DRS zone opening up, 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear and 8th gear once again. This is your prime opportunity to overtake. Usually the inside line is a great way to look at it. Slamming the brakes down again, 3rd gear corner into another left and then the first right of the lap time as well. 4 90-degree corners in the opening stages of this racing lap. Now you head away from the new city towards the old city and the curves begin to come into the circuit as well. This is where the track narrows down as well, alongside the 4 lanes as well, becomes into 2 lanes and a single file traffic as you come into the old city. Now the famous castle section as well, a single line up through the curves as well. Don't clip the barrier, otherwise it'll block the track. We're looking forward to that race later on. Coming now out of through turns 10, 11, 12 and 13 as well. Flat out segments of the track, no DRS in this section, but it is quite challenging, quite fun. Then the trickiest part of the track, downhill braking zone, so easy to lock up, run straight towards the barrier. 3rd gear corner, rise up into 6th gear as well, flick the car down all the way. 3rd gear, another 90-degree left before the straight continues. Turns 19 and 20 come up now as well. Flick the car between the barriers as well at top speed and RPM, then just keep it in a straight line. Open up the DRS in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you are straight down across the line. And that is a lap at the Baku City Circuit in Azerbaijan. It's time for Formula 2 to return as well to the streets of Baku. Every time we come here, we either have one of the greatest races ever or one of the worst races ever. Certainly, I know what I want this weekend. The opening 3 rounds of the Formula 2 World Championship have been absolutely fantastic. And now we're here on the city streets of Baku, 6.003 kilometres, that's 3.730 miles. Sprint race at 21 laps, feature race 29 laps, 2 DRS zones opposite each other at perpendicular. And then we get 26.96 metres of elevation change around this lap. Turn 1 on the restart as well last year. Verschoor versus Sargent was a battle and a half as well towards the first 2 corners. Then add together the fantastic action we have down at turn 4 on the inside as well, with Lawson passing Armstrong. And then take a look at what we have on the circuit as well, down at the castle section as well. The run into turn 8. Vips last year just touching the inside line, ripping off the suspension and bringing out the red flag as well in the session. Well, the cars are out on the circuit. Their practice session has well and truly begun, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Iwasa leads the title, 58 points, Porsche on 50, Vestis 42, Boschung and Leclerc 33, Drubler 32, Hauger 30, Maloney 29, Maney 26, Verschoor rounds out the top 10 on 25, Dewitt 24, Martin 17, Hadjar 11, 9 for Fittipaldi, 8 Crawford, 3 Behrman, 2 Correa, Nazani, Novalak and Cordeal all on 0. And that's the driver standings then as we're here in Azerbaijan as well for the 4th round of the season. The session is underway. Just waited to get access to the Twitter and control decks. Green flag is out and we're underway then in this 45-minute practice session before qualifying kicks off later on this afternoon. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1 and apparently a VSC. Now we've got green, so not sure what was going on there with the computer, but there was someone off at turn number 1. Hadjar then has got the fast time now. Vesti, 157.537. Hadjar second. Here comes Boschung as we got Maloney going up there. Boschung top, 157.225. Vesti in second position. As the Martins then coming towards line. Leclerc goes 5th. Now 6th. Hadjar 3rd. Martins across the line. Behrman 4th. Martins Victor Martins to second, 14,000 off the pace of Boschung in the ART. Pourchaire goes third. Hadjar's fastest of all, sector one at the moment. Fittipaldi goes seventh. So it's a 1:57.225. Then 14,000 of a second separate to Martins. Then a tenth of a second separates Martins and Pourchaire. Really close stuff happening at the moment then here in the opening practice session. We've got a car off and it's Zane Maloney. And he has gone straight on down at turn 2 to bring out the yellow flags. Don't know why they haven't activated on the timing screen right now, but I'm looking at Zane Maloney with the yellows out down there. 16th at the moment in the number 3. Can he get the car switched around without the need of a red flag? That's going to be quite tricky down there, you know. And he's right in the firing line if anybody locks up and does exactly the same as him for a side swipe. Yellow flags are out. Oh, he's having to do a 1,000-point turn as well. Got 10 minutes to go. Hadjar top, Verschoor second, Hauger, Pourchaire, Maney, Martins, Fittipaldi, Iwasa, Doohan, Crawford top 10, Brad Benedives, Vesti, Boschung, Jaruvula, Beerman, Maloney down in 16, as you can see. Oh, he's got it going. Can the man from Barbados get going? Yes, he can. Fantastically done in the car in there. With a 1,000-point turn, the cars aren't designed for that. Well done to Zane Maloney, keeps out of the track and keeps possession green. So we did it. This is Kush Maney. And race control is involved with Fittipaldi and Maney noted impeding. So Maney's not happy with Fittipaldi on his out lap, it looks like. Well, there won't be an investigation there because it's an out lap, not a push lap. Another yellow. Well, this is just getting bizarre. Green flag now. And this is Oliver Beerman. Is he going to touch the wall? Coming out of turn 15. He gets very close to it. Oh! Brushes the wall. And a half on the way out of turn 15. Green flag is out then on the circuit. 6:44 to go. Beerman investing 1-2 for the Premers. Oh, look up as well. Form Maloney to turn number 1 as well. Just gets it on. Pourchaire backs out a lap time as well. 1:30 to go, and once again there's a yellow flag, this time in sector 1. So we've seen a lot of drivers run off the road, but we're in the first sector and I can't see any yellow flags at all. We've just followed Maney round, so why there's a yellow, it's anybody's guess really where it is on the circuit. I can't see anyone stopped on the timing tower. You would see that as well on your screen. The name would be greyed out. So a bit bizarre, but that's going to stop everybody setting faster lap times. Brad Benedives, and we've got a red flag. So Brad Benedives is running. Oh, there he is. So where's that? That's coming out of turn 2, but we just went past that section. So is this another reason for the red flag? Has he got back on and lost it a second time? But with, let's have a look then. So he's had a spin coming out of the pit lane. We never saw that a second ago. And he stalled the engine at pit exit. Oh, and this is it. That's down at turn 3. So he's had 2 spins. He's got to go again after turn 1. He's had his spin out of turn 3. That's why we didn't see it. So that must be a rear suspension failure then. Has to be for that to happen. So red flag. And the session is suspended as the clock runs out now to 0. Meaning that no one will set a faster time. It is Beerman fastest here in Baku. Let's take a look at the full times then with the red flag out. It's Oliver Beerman who is fastest. Isaac Hadjar is second. Kush Maney third. Frederick Vesti's fourth. Ralph Boschung fifth. Theo Pourchaire sixth. Richard Verschoor seventh. Enzo Fittipaldi eighth. Amu Iwasa ninth. And Johan Jaruvula in 10th. Romain Stanek 11th. Arthur Leclerc has also stopped on the track, and there he is. So it's Benedives has stopped and Leclerc has stopped. There's 2 separate accidents on the circuit as well, but for the same team. Then we get Doohan 13th, Crawford 14th, Hauger, Maloney, Martins, Nizani, Novalak, Cordial, Benedives, and Juan-Manuel Correa right at the back. That's why there's 2 different accidents. There's one car around of Benedives at turn 1 with the same spin, and then Leclerc's done it at turn 3. So there's 2 cars off the track, and that's the reason we've got the red flag, because there's 2 cars in the middle of the racetrack. That's very bizarre. I don't think I've seen synchronized spinning to cause a double red flag. Anyway, the Azerbaijan practice session ends with Oliver Behrman, the fastest rider, with Hadjar second, Maney in third, Vesti fourth, and Boschung rounding out the top 5. The green light goes on and qualifying is underway. We've been delayed for around about 10 minutes, unfortunately, due to the cars not being in the pit lane on time. But away we go. The pit lane is open and not a lot of cars are moving, but we are underway. And now finally they come out on the circuit as well, one by one in reverse order. Fittipaldi, Maloney, Hauger, Crawford, Druvalo, Martins all heading out on the circuit as well. It's a very crucial 30 minutes of running. This is all they get. Fastest at the end of this session starts on pole position for the feature race on Sunday. The top 11 then get moved around, and then we will have our reverse grid format for tomorrow's sprint race. Track temperature's cool, 41.8 degrees, air temperature 20 degrees, bit of fog in the air as well. Still blisteringly hot for the tyre temperatures. They're all going out there on soft compound tyres, the ultra soft compound we've got here this weekend as well, with the purple sidewall, which means you don't want to take too much life out of them on the opening lap as well, and you only get like 3 laps max before you have to come into the pit lane. Oh, and Brad Benavides is in the wall, and it's brought out the red flag to stop the session. It's a very hard impact as well. Front of the car smoking, that'll be from the brakes, and he's got, get it in. Now he's gone in at the circuit. Let's have a look. Track was still very green before the red flag came out. Car in the wall. And that was literally just a few seconds ago. And it looks like it's at turn number 1 on my screen. Or is it the exit? Is it at the top of the hill? We can't see where it is at the moment. I think it's either at turn 1 or it's at the top of the hill, coming into the zone as well. But red flag. So this now delays 23:46 on the board. And oh no. Mega angry. That's Brad Benavides already back in the pit lane. Don't tell me he's done it coming out of the pit lane. You are kidding me if he's done it. He's done it in turn 1. He's back in the pit lane. He's sat now on the floor at the entrance to the pit lane as well. Unbelievable. Benavides, so it's in turn 1. Thought it was turn 1. Can we see a replay? Here it is. So he looks up straight on, does a 360 to get it out. So what's he done here? He's just done a very long round. Oh, and there's... Hang on. Benavides already hit the wall. We had 3 cars going straight on at turn 1, and Benavides just comes in too hot and hits the wall. So this is Victor Martins then, who has to avoid the contact at 1. Another car went through. That was Doohan, who had to go wide. And Benavides just hits the wall right at the exit. We've got it now on the camera. Too wide at the exit at 1 and straight into the wall. That was the first proper runs of qualifying as well. So Brad Benavides crashes out. Let's hear him on the radio.
I'm out.
Any feedback on the car? Any feedback on the car?
No, it feels so good.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Red flag is out then. Qualifying suspended, and it means so much to the American. Brad Benavides is just utterly... Oh, he can't believe it. He's hit his water bottle on the floor. He cannot believe it. He cannot believe he's out of qualifying with such a simple error. And he knows, and that'll hurt him. He'll start last in the race then in both. He's got a lot to do. That's really bad. We've been under a red flag, but now we go back to green flag running as well here for the second part of this qualifying session then here for Formula 2's Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The red flag is still flashing on our timing monitors up here in the commentary box, but the cars are heading on the track, and rest assured we are still green. Although interesting enough, the official document, you can see the red light on the timing screens as well, so confusing there, but 110% we are back to green flag running. Now with 20 minutes to go, we've still got a lot of time to kill, but remember, nobody has set a meaningful lap time yet. So currently my prediction I made in Formula 1's end of first practice of Behrman pole looks like it could happen. Out we go then for another run. So this is what happened to Isaac Hadjar then, coming out the last couple of corners. Sits in the 4, 5 and 6 chicane. Oh, he hit a bump. Did he touch the wall? Yeah, he's broken the suspension.
No, mate, I broke suspension. It's not like, no.
And you can hear the instant despair in his voice. He touched the wall inside turn 4 and 5. And this is Iwasa coming out the top of turn 15. Gets a wiggle on, just hits the wall at the side. We're under green flag conditions, but the timing screens have frozen. And I think Iwasa's might have damaged his suspension in the back as well. 15 minutes to go in the session. Behrman on top, 153.780. Maney, Vesti, Crawford, Fittipaldi. Then we get Stanek in there too. Iwasa, and then Hauger, Correa, do in the top 10. Portier and Maney have been noted for impeding at turn 2. So we'll keep an eye on that. Hauger fastest in the first 2 sectors. This is looking a very quick time now from Hauger. Can he find anything? Can he do anything to possibly get pole position as well? Behrman's still going to try and push as hard as possible as well as he all goes to the line. 1:43, another 10 seconds in Formula 2 cars until he gets to the end of the lap. It's a 2-minute lap time here. Cross the line comes Hauger. Does he go top? Yes! Hauger top, 1:53.531. Behrman second, Maney third, and then we get Victor Martins goes 5th, Fittipaldi goes 4th. Florian Cars coming across the line now as Verschoor goes into 2nd place. Doohan goes 9th as well. Timing's changing every second here in the qualifying session for Formula 2. And now the action can really begin and we can really start pushing. We've got no data on the commentary at the moment as well, but this is looking good for Iwasa, who comes up to the line then as well, looking quick as well. He's in the 16th position at the moment. Leclerc's in 7th as they approach down towards the braking zone. Iwasa crosses the line. Novalak in 11th. Isaac. Iwasa goes into 10th on a 1:54.326. Oh my word! Fittipaldi has slowed the entire field down, and we've now got a train effect coming on in towards turn 7 and 8. So from Doohan, this is bad.
They're all going so slow, I'm going to crash.
Yeah, they've literally blocked the entire track, and now Jarubala's going to go through on the inside. Hauger's going to do it as well, but this is unbelievable. The entire track is blocked coming into the castle section, as everyone doesn't want to go first. Nobody wants to give the toe to anyone. And now they're all just backing up. I am stunned, literally stunned.
In a position to tow.
Kind of dangerous here.
Now, how long until race control red flagged this and tell them all to stop? It happened before in Monza a couple of years ago in both Formula 2 and Formula 3. But this is just dangerous. They're all backing up. Hadjar's going to get a clean lap here. Nobody else is. They're all backing up on the track. There's only 7 minutes to go in the session. Hauger on top, then it's Verschoor, Behrman, Maney, Fittipaldi, Portier, Vesti, Martins, Crawford, Maloney, the top 10, Stanek, Iwasa, Correa, Doohan, Novalak, Boschong, Cordial, Druvala, Leclerc, Nazani, Hadjar. Benedivas will start last in both races at the moment. But what an absolute mess with 7 minutes to go in the session. And they're still warming their tyres up. So even this won't be a push lap. This will be another warm-up lap. They're running out of time. They're going to have 1 lap max to do it. 1 lap. It's happening again. More drivers backing up. We've got drivers weaving in the castle section to try and keep track position. And this is just ludicrous. Now, we heard from Alex Brundle a few seconds ago saying that turn 16, which the exit at the top of the hill, that's your commitment to blasting on a lap. As soon as that's there, you've got to start. So we're approaching that part of the track now, but this is getting silly. This is getting dangerous as well for F2. It's going to shape up to be a great weekend either way, but this is getting to the point where you start thinking it's too dangerous. 5 minutes to go then in qualifying here for the Formula 2 race weekend in Baku. This grid will set the feature race on Sunday. The top 11 will then get reversed to set the sprint race grid. Hadjar's committed to a lap though. He's not done anything silly, no impeding or anything. He's gone full throttle. And now he'll have the best chance of getting a lap time in before anybody else. Doohan's just behind him. Doohan's in 11th place, so he'll have pole position at the moment for the sprint activity. But that's not what they want. They want full, hard commitment coming through as well. As we head down into the braking zone as well, in towards turn number 3. A little bit of a locker from Hadjar. Keeps the wheels moving on. Keeps on pushing. Doohan behind him. They're going good sector times. First sector time for Hauger is a 51. That can't be right. It's off a little bit to 40.1. So Hauger's, so those sector times aren't working either. They're not correct to the data. Into the castle section now for Hadjar. Vesti's up in the first sector. Stewards are investigating as well. Doing it for sure. No further investigation.
Heritage site on its way through 8, 9, 10 and 11. And then it's another long run down to 12 and 13.
Decent effort from Hadjar there, considering he hadn't been beyond that corner pushing. He's pushing now.
Can they have an attack? Braking hard. In towards turn 15. Drop down 6 stories into turn 17 in the tight corner. Booted hard at the exit. And now let's see what the commitment can be. Hadjar up towards the line. Is he quicker? We're going to find out soon. Vesti's up by 13 thousandths as well. This might not be their last round. They'll have a cool down lap, then another push lap to go for it as well. Hadjar across the line in around 3 seconds time. Is it faster than his own time? No. Goes 10th only. Dewitt goes 6th with the slipstream. Stanak goes into 6th position as well. Great from Romain. Crawford 6th. Fittipaldi 3rd. Vesti 2/10 faster goes pole. 1:52.3.271. Dribula goes 3rd. So MP23 with Hauger ahead. Pourchaire goes into 2nd place now as well. And then we all get changed around. Pourchaire to the top. Pourchaire's gone top. It's not Vesti. Vesti's lap time, I think, has been deleted by the stewards. Leclerc goes 8th. Bosch on 12th. Yellow flag is out. Now we've got green again. There's yellow sector 1. We've stayed green, so car off the track, presumably. Vesti from Pourchaire, Hauger. But is it? Because Vesti is he showing on the board? I'm looking on the time. Vesti's showing his 7th on my timing screen. And we've got Pourchaire on pole. So which timing screen's correct? We've had a data failure again up here in the commentary box. And this is Oliver Bearman, and I think he's gone off at turn 2. Did he look up and go straight on? No. Excellent. Oh, he touched the wall. Bearman touched the wall and he's broken the rear suspension. Bearman's touched the wall and has bent the suspension. So one timing screen saying Pourchaire, one timing screen saying Vesti. Who's on pole position? Anybody's guess with a minute to go. Timing screens adjusted. Vesti does have top honours, but we might get one more lap here in order to see if anyone's going to improve on the overall. One more with Oliver Bearman. I think he's bent the suspensions. That's my pick a winner out of the running order, sadly, as well. Vesti, Pourchaire, Hauger, Dribula, Verschoor, Fittipaldi, Maloney, Leclerc, Bearman the top 10. And now Bearman's in 9th. So who's improved up that board that I haven't mentioned? Because Bearman is in 9th position. Kushmani to 10th. As well. Oh! Hadjar hits the wall, gets going, but Isaac Hadjar loses out on running a lap time. He brushes the wall with such force coming out of turn 3. Checkered flag is out. The session concludes. So Hadjar in 17th place. He was running first in this little train. He's not going to improve, sadly. First sector time from him. Across the board, and he is down by 9/10 of a second, so he's out of it. Benedivez was out of the session anyway. Track temperature 41.9 degrees, air temperature 20.4 as well. Vesti then looks to have this pole position honour as they continue on. Leclerc 8th, Maney 10th, Awasa 15th, Novalak 18th, Nazani 19th. Cordial is 21st on that running order as well. Don't think we're going to see many changes. Flags glistening in the wind, and now we get Fittipaldi fastest of all in the first sector, and it is a 39.766. So Fittipaldi's still got the time in that sector. Crawford is up, so's Vesti. A little bit of a slide again from Crawford coming out of turn number 16. Are they going to find any time? Vesti's up by half a second in the middle sector. So is Fittipaldi. The track evolution is insane right now. Vesti was a 1:53.271. We're going to see a lot faster times in a second as they come across the line. Down now, Crawford will take it. Doohan goes 14th on the board. Stanek goes up to 5th. Verschoor goes into 3rd. Hadjar takes, that's Hauger. Hauger takes pole. Crawford goes 2nd. Vesti takes pole. What about Fittipaldi? Drubula goes 3rd. Fittipaldi pole. 1:52. Beerman takes it with a broken rear suspension. Oliver Beerman has pole position. Fittipaldi is 2nd. Pourchaire 3rd. And as the field concludes with Correa 15th, despite a broken rear suspension, my pick for pole has done it. Oliver Beerman takes pole position for the Baku feature on Sunday morning. 12 thousandths of a second faster than Fittipaldi. The timing screens don't know what to make of it right now, as they have all just sort of crashed out on their own. But confirmed, it is Oliver Beerman on pole position. As Sky turn off, there's the confirmation with the new timing screen. Let's go through it. It's Beerman from Fittipaldi, Pourchaire 1, 2, 3. After that, Vesti, Hauger, Druvela, Crawford, Martins, Maloney and Verschoor round out the top 10. Boschung is 11th, then Leclerc 12th, Maney 13th, Correa 14th, Stanek 15th, Doohan 16th, Awasa 17th, Hadjar 18th, Novalak 19th, Nazani 20th, Cordial 21st, stopped on the track, and Brad Benedivez crashed out, he goes 22nd. Well, what a run for qualifying. What a fantastic session. Oliver Beerman, despite hitting the wall, does get top honours. What a qualifying. We'll be back for the sprint race live tomorrow morning. Bye for now.